Coming up on Beg, Borrow or Steal.
I'm not dumb blonde. I'm not dumb blonde at all.
Will stitched us up in there.
Do you think?
So I've gone off him.
That was a calculated lie, was it? Well, it wasn't calculated, it was just blatant.
Just rubbish. Worst liar ever.
Hello and welcome to Beg, Borrow or Steal. Ever thought you couldn't win big money on a TV quiz show because your general knowledge wasn't up to scratch? Well, think again, because on this show, it doesn't matter if you don't know the answers, because you can beg, borrow or steal them from your opponents. You could say this is more about who you know rather than what you know. Here are the 5 people who'll be playing tonight.
Hi, I'm Zoe. I'm 21. I'm a student. I've got good grades in all my exams and I'm doing a degree, so I can't be that stupid.
Hi, I'm Paul. I'm 30. I'm a PE teacher. I've got a real thing about people who are mind-blowingly overweight. My girlfriend with me, she used to really wind her up. Said if she ever hit size 14, she was out.
My name's Leslie Winterflood, I'm 39, I'm from Bow, East London, and I'm a resourcing manager. People say I'm quite trustworthy. I don't know whether they think maybe I'm a bit mumsy or something.
My name's Will Watchorn, I'm 25, and I'm a grain trader from Oxford. I'm quite an easy person to hit. I don't think I have a particularly posh accent, I just think I have a different accent. I could put on a rough accent if you prefer.
I'm Jeff, I'm 46, and I'm a welder. I play in a band. Not exactly a drummer, just somebody who bashes things. I had Elvis Presley, as he is today.
So, those are our contestants. Currently, they're being told the rules of the game. But for you at home, here's a brief explanation. There are 3 rounds. Each round, the contestants compete for £3,000. They are set 4 questions. Whoever can give 4 correct answers wins a share of the money. Could be one person, could be all 5. The aim of the game is to be the player with the most money after 3 rounds. Good general knowledge might earn you respect, but good strategy will make you rich. Right, their briefing is finished. It's time for round 1. I'm about to give you 4 questions. Remember, if you want to win any money, you need to give me 4 correct answers. Jim Fenner is a villainous character in which TV series? How many years are there in a millennium? Daydream Believer was a hit single for which band in 1967? And in which decade did the British King, Edward VIII, abdicate? Now, don't forget, the more people who give all 4 correct answers, the smaller your share of the money, OK? So you may want to be careful who you trade with. Not everyone's going to be as honest as you. OK, there are 2 trading rooms where you can privately discuss answers with whoever you want. OK, I'll leave you to it.
I've got
The Daydream Believer.
Yeah,
I know that one.
that's what I don't
Well,
know.
I just don't know
the
the
Daydream
Fenner's one.
Do you want
I
to swap?
don't know that one.
Yes.
Struggling with
Yes.
the last
Should we
one.
swap?
Yeah.
Should we do this one?
I know
Last
that one.
one. Which one?
I know that one.
Yeah, for the Fenner's question.
Right. That was in Heartbeat.
Was it?
Yeah.
We should look at the Jim Fenner question.
Jim Fenner one is definitely. I mean, it'd be good if we had some TV soap off if you really
I
wanted
think
it.
it's Emmerdale. It just
Emmerdale's
sounds
just-
like
yeah.
Yeah.
Jim
farm-
Fenner,
Fenner the
yeah,
farmer.
yeah.
What about the Daydream Believer?
Daydream Believers and Monkeys.
Was it the Monkeys?
Yeah.
You sure? Because I thought it was that and then changed my mind.
Daydream Believer, it's 1967.
Yeah,
I was
that-
only
that-
3.
That
I
I'm
wasn't even-
quite sure is actually the Rolling Stones. Yeah, I'm sure, quite sure.
Something's
that it
telling
is.
you that.
Yeah.
Well, that's the thing, there's so many covers of it.
What do you think the Edward one is then?
I'm pretty sure it's the 30s.
Yeah, that's what I was going to guess as well.
I'm finding the decade about the British King as well a bit tricky.
Yeah, because it could be one of the other countries.
Yes, it's,
Yeah.
it's very near to being either the 40s or the 50s. It can be
Yeah,
either.
could be either.
Remember, they need to get all 4 correct answers to win a share of the money. So let's call them in. OK, Paul, I'm about to take your 4 answers. Right. Don't worry, because the competitors waiting outside won't be able to hear you. I'm not going to tell you whether you've got them right or wrong, but the viewers at home will see.
Right.
OK?
OK.
Can I take your 4 answers, please?
I'm not convinced that Will's given me the right answer for the Fenner's question, but my answer's Heartbeat. The second question, I'm sure, is 1,000. The third question, I'm fairly sure is the Monkeys, and the last question is a guess, and it's the 30s.
How well do you think you've done?
I don't trust Will. I think Will has given me the wrong answer because I made it so obvious that I didn't have a clue. Yeah, for the Fennis question.
Right. That was in Heartbeat.
Was it?
Yeah.
He could have told me Blue Peter and I would have still gone with it. I've got no idea, so I think he's going to come in and he'll say something different and he may get them all right. But at least if there's only one person gets them all right, I'll know it's him and I'll know he's stitched me up.
Will, can I take your 4 answers, please?
Yeah. Bad Girls, 1,000 Years, Monkeys, and the 1930s.
What did you make of Paul, Will?
I think he's pretty genuine. I know I slipped him a little bit of a dodgy one by saying what I thought Jim Fenner was in wasn't, but I don't know. Might come back to haunt me later.
That was a calculated lie, was it?
Well, it wasn't calculated, it was just blatant.
OK, Zoe, can I take your answers, please?
Okay, well, the first one wasn't too sure on, but I'm going to say Heartbeat. I don't know why, it's just coming to my mind. The second one, I think there's 1,000 years in a millennium. I think. Daydream Believer, I think it's going to be the Rolling Stones. And in the 1940s, I think the King Edward the VIII resigned. What was it? Abdicated.
What do you make of the other contestants, Zoe?
I think they're really nice. Yeah, they're really nice, and they were, you know, they weren't trying to hide their answers or anything. They were like, you know, quite forthcoming because, like, I don't know, I think they're quite willing to share their answers and that.
Jeff, can I take your answers, please?
Emmerdale, 1,000, the Monkeys, the 1940s.
So did you lie to your other contestants?
Oh, yes, yes.
Daydream Believer. I was only 3.
That
I wasn't
I'm
even
quite sure is actually the Rolling Stones.
Do you think they believed you?
I don't think Leslie believed me. I think that Leslie knew the answer. Because she didn't try to correct me, then, you know, there's a little bit of duplicity there as well.
What do you make of Zoe?
I think she's actually quite clever. I think that she's got her own strategy there, which again is to act a little bit dumb. And perhaps thinking, right, you know, I'm a good-looking girl, I'm blonde. People might think, yeah, I'm dumb blonde.
Leslie, can I take your answers, please?
Yes. Bad Girls, 1,000, the Monkeys, the 1930s.
Those answers that you've just given me were nothing like the answers that you were discussing outside.
That's correct. Jeff tried to wing it with the Rolling Stones, but I've seen them in concert and I know they definitely didn't sing Daydream Believer. And I've only watched Bad Girls a couple of times, but I remember Jim Fenner and everyone else said they didn't know him, so I wasn't going to give them that answer for nothing.
So, Leslie and Will both gave me 4 correct answers. They split the £3,000 between them, which is, of course, £1,500 each. That means the 2 of them share the lead, but it is still very early on in the game. Now, in this game, you're kept in the dark about what the answers were and what your totals are, but what I am going to tell you is that 2 of you gave me 4 correct answers. So those 2 people have been given £1,500 each. It's time for round 2. Who was famously assassinated on the Ides of March? The Rastafarian faith originated on which island? What gemstone is created by marine mollusks such as oysters? And who won the first series of the TV show Hell's Kitchen?
I'm not sure about Hell's Kitchen. I think I know. I think I know the other 3, but I'm not sure. I'm not definite about Hell's Kitchen.
Yeah,
I know Hell's Kitchen.
And what one aren't you sure about?
The island.
Well, I know the island, but
I
I
know
don't
the
know Hell's
island.
Kitchen. So shoot. So
Oh, I know,
3.
yeah.
Yeah?
Trey.
Yeah?
Yeah, okay.
OK, let's go. Let's go now.
I mean, I've got a
Should we
sneaking idea.
Should we go and discuss?
We shall discuss. Well, shall we?
Shall we depart?
We will.
The first one,
I don't have a clue.
I don't have a clue, and
The Ides of March.
I don't blame you for not trading it with us.
Well, I'm not even 100%.
I can remember a carry-on film from years and years ago, and it was, if I remember correctly, Julius Caesar. March being the 15th of March. The Ides is always the 15th.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was the Rastafarian one.
Right.
So
Do you think it's Jamaica by any chance?
Yes, I do.
Yeah.
I'll tell you why, because I don't think it was an island. The place I was thinking of was Ethiopia.
No,
Haile Selassie.
Who won the first series of Hell's Kitchen? Well, there's only been one series, so...
Yeah, and that was the girl from Liverpool, wasn't it?
Jennifer Ellison.
That's the one, yes.
that gemstone one, I'm just trying to think, because Shell isn't a gemstone, but I don't think it's that. But I didn't know when the pearls were actually naturally found.
If it's not a pearl, then I think I'm going to shoot myself.
Generous bunch, aren't they? Don't forget, as before, they need to get all 4 correct answers to win a share of the money. Let's call them in. Jeff, can I take your answers, please?
Julius Caesar, Jamaica, Pearl, Jennifer Ellison.
Now, how do you think you're doing so far in the game?
I'm still not too sure on the first set of questions. This one, definitely, I'm absolutely 100% sure that all 4 are right.
Julius Caesar, Jamaica, Pearls, and Jennifer Ellison.
You're going to have to help me out here because I've not got a clue, not a clue what your strategy is. What are you doing?
Is it that bad?
Well, I'm just completely confused by it. You seem to each round, you seem to take a different tack.
Last time I told Blaine, like, well, this time I didn't have a chance. The guy knows the answers already, so there's no point in me trying to say something stupid. Who won the first series of Hell's Kitchen? Well, there's only been one series, so...
Yeah, and that was the girl from Liverpool, wasn't it?
Jennifer Ellison.
That's the one, yes.
You seemed very generous on that last round.
It's got a mental haircut, so anyone who has that haircut deserves, you know, generous bit of help.
Julius Caesar, Jamaica, Pearl, Jennifer Ellison.
You seem quite confident.
I am confident about that, yeah. I actually think now that I might be able to win it outright.
Didn't offer up very much, did you, in the trading?
No, because I was pretty sure I knew what they were, and so I thought I'd wait and see. I knew with the 2 girls they'd be nattering away. I'd get more out of them than they were going to get out of me.
Shell isn't a gemstone, but I don't think it's that. But I didn't know when the pearls were actually naturally found.
What do you make of the girls?
I thought at first that Zoe was playing like I don't really know what I'm doing, sort of blonde card, and I thought she would put it on as an act. And I'm getting more convinced that it isn't, which is so out of order.
The first one, I really don't have a clue on. The one who assassinated the Ides of March, don't have a clue, but I'm going to say JFK because that's the only famous assassination I can think of. My mind's gone blank. The Rastafarian and Faith, I think that's Jamaica. The gemstone, that's another one I'm a bit, but aquamarine because the marine, and that's the only gemstone I can think of with, because I know oysters are like white and shelly and that, but I can't think of anything else. Mine's just blank. And Hell's Kitchen, I think that's Jennifer Ellison.
Zoe,
Yes.
do you believe everything that people tell you?
No, I don't believe everything, but I was just sat there thinking that then actually. People could be like, you know, I'm sat there and like, oh, I suppose I do trust people too much.
Julius Caesar, Abyssinia, Pearl, Jennifer Ellison.
What do you make of the other contestants?
Paul is a bright guy. He knew all those answers. We did have a conflab over Jamaica or whatever. But yeah, genuine type of guy. And I said to him, I don't blame you for not trading the Ides of March answer, even though I knew it. I don't blame you for not trading it with us. I just didn't want Zoe to have it as well, because then we would have all had the same, probably, apart from the fact that I've deviated on this Rastafarian thing. And now I'm kicking myself because I don't know if it is Jamaica.
So, in that round, Paul, Jeff, and Will managed to give me all 4 correct answers. That means they're going to split the £3,000 between them, which is £1,000 each. Let's see what that has done to the overall totals. Currently in the lead is Will. He's moved into the lead with just 1 round of trading to go. I can tell you that 3 of you gave me 4 correct answers in that round. That means 3 of you have split the money and have had £1,000 each added to your totals. Time for round 3. Foie gras is a delicacy made from which organ of a duck or goose? Which 1975 film is set on and around Amity Island? Crimea River was a hit single for whom in 2003? And The Lancet is a weekly journal read by members of which profession? Trade wisely, folks.
Crimea River I'm stuck on.
I'm stuck on Crimea River.
I know that one.
And that's the only one that I'm stuck on.
I'll give you another answer with it.
Okay. Let's go.
Okay. Right.
Don't want to come and join us.
It's just Crimea River. I know the other 3, if that helps you.
What ones do you know?
The only one I don't know is Crimea River. The other 3 I know.
Well, I know that one, so if you want to join us.
Okay.
I know Crimea River.
Shall we stop here?
Yeah,
I know the other 3.
yeah. I don't know the other 3. I don't know. Well, I'm guessing.
Okay, I'll swap you the film then for the Crimea River.
What was the film then?
The film's Jaws. You sure?
I thought it was The Deep.
Oh, beautiful. Now, I didn't know that.
I think that's Thunderbirds in 1975. Is that Thunderbirds, Amity Island?
No, because let's have a look. Thunderbirds was on Tracy Island.
Ah, that's it. Oh, well.
75 Amity Island
I don't have a clue.
was... There was, I think it was Poltergeist.
That doesn't help me.
Oh, I'm trying to think. Do you know, it's gone now. I'm trying to think.
Oh, so stitched up on the Crimea River.
Well, Crimea River is by a...
Oh, it's not. Oh, I know. The guy who got done in the public toilets.
What, George Michael?
No, it
Wasn't
wasn't.
it George Michael?
No.
Definitely not George
Definitely not George Michael. Definitely.
Well, there goes
not.
that was my educated guess, so sorry.
The Crimea River one is Justin Timberlake.
Is it?
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
Now, you see,
That's
I
what
could
I do as soon as straight away.
I could ask who'd done it in the 1950s. I could have
Yeah,
told you it was
exactly.
Julie London.
Yeah, well, I was thinking, Crimea River. That's what I wanted to
Yeah,
say.
that's
but,
Julie
but then I was thinking, oh my God, it's Justin Timberlake. Yeah, so.
Oh, I'm going to come out of here worse than I went in. I
really confused.
I definitely knew 3, and now I definitely know 2. I'm not sure about one. I've got no idea about the other one. I should have just sat out there with the other 2.
And the foie gras one, is that like the heart or something?
It's got to be, hasn't
Yeah.
it?
I mean, your stomach for sheep, isn't it? Stuff like that.
That's right, yeah. Because that'll be what they make,
Haggis out. Oh,
Yeah.
Like they said to me in there when I went in, oh, do you believe everything everyone tells you? And I thought, this, you know, I've got completely...
Hopefully.
Yeah.
Oh, Zoe. Don't forget, they need to get all 4 correct answers to win a share of the money. Let's see how they do.
The foie gras, I'm not really sure on this one. It sounds French, and I'm trying to remember my French lessons and think, oh, what does this one know? But I can't remember. But I think it might be heart. I mean, I know the heart of a duck or a goose is only going to be really small, so it won't make much. But then I was sat there and I thought maybe it's the intestines. And I thought, but I'm going to go with heart. And then the 1975 film, it's on Amity Island. I think that might be Poltergeist. I really didn't have a clue, and then Jeff told me the trade, so I don't have a clue. And if I don't have a clue, it's not, and he's, you know, I'm just going with what he's told me. So, Crimea River, I think that was Justin Timberlake. That's the only one I did know. That's fair enough. And The Lancet, and I think that's the medical people in the medical profession, such as doctors and so forth.
Zoe, this dumb blonde thing, is that put on or is that real?
I'm not dumb blonde. I'm not dumb blonde at all. I think dumb blondes are the people that dye their hair blonde. I'm a natural blonde, and I don't think I'm dumb at all.
Have you lied to anyone during the show?
No, not lied to anybody.
Paul, can I take your answers, please?
Yeah, it's heart, Jaws, Justin Timberlake, and medical.
You asked for a trade.
Yeah.
You offered up an answer.
Yeah.
What did they give you in return?
Will has just lied, just blatantly. He so knows the answer to Crimea River, and then when he realised that he wasn't sure about the other one, he just went, oh, I've forgotten it, it's rubbish.
No.
It's definitely not George
Definitely not George Michael. Definitely
Well, there goes
not.
that was my educated guess, so sorry.
Just rubbish. Worst liar ever.
Liver, The Amityville Horror, Justin Timberlake, and the medical profession.
How do you feel about lying to Zoe?
No problem. No problem at all.
Leslie, can I take your answers, please?
Liver, jaws, blue, medical.
What do you make of Will, then?
Will stitched us up in there.
Do you think?
Yes.
Why?
Because he went in saying that he knew the answer to Crimea River. What ones do you know?
The only one I don't know is Crimea River. The other three I know.
Well, I know that one, so if you want to join us.
And then when he got in there, he gave a ridiculous answer of George Michael, and everyone knows it isn't George Michael. Paul immediately gave him the right answer to the question about Amity Island, and that's why I dived in with No, It's the Deep to try and throw him off the scent. I thought it was the Deep.
Oh, beautiful.
Because by the way he was acting, he didn't have a clue. He wasn't going to give us the Crimea River answer. So I've gone off him.
First one. It's what I've always known. I think it's from something I've known as a crop. It's like, was it a gizzard or something like that? I think it's called a crop. The film, I think it's Jaws. Crimea River was Justin Timberlake. And The Lancet is read by doctors, people in the medical profession.
Now, Will, Paul opened the trading in that last round.
Yes.
With an offer which you both accepted. Then you then gave him absolutely nothing.
I tried to lie, and they didn't believe me, so I thought, well, I can't then say, well, actually, yeah, it is actually this, can I? So I just thought, well, I may as well just keep quiet. Last round.
What do you make of Paul?
Friendly. Seems quite open. If he is lying, he's quite a good liar.
Who do you think's won?
If you asked me to name someone, I'd probably say Jeff.
Well, no one managed to give me 4 correct answers in that round. That means the £3,000 is still up for grabs. Whew, it's a tiebreak. Well, I can tell you that nobody has given me 4 correct answers. That means none of you have won the money for that round, but the money has to go somewhere, so it's time for a tiebreak. Okay, I'm going to give each of you an opportunity to secretly steal all the money for yourself. If just one of you does this, then that person will steal all £3,000 and the rest of you will get nothing. But if more than one of you decides to steal, they will get nothing and the money will be divided between those who decided not to steal. I'll talk to you in a minute.
Right, what are we going to do? Do we trust each other sufficiently?
I just think that people are going to do what they're going to do at the end of the day, so I don't even think there's any point discussing
I'm going
it.
to steal, or I might share.
That narrows
Or I
it
may
down.
steal. I'm going to decide when I get to the door. I really don't know.
You all right?
Yeah, you?
Yeah. It's pretty crucial, this.
I know.
Zoe, do you want to steal or share the money?
I want to share it.
Why?
I think there's a lot of people that'd say steal.
Jeff, what are you going to do, steal or share?
Share.
Leslie, are you going to steal or share?
I'm going to share.
Why?
Because I reckon that Will and Paul are going to steal.
Paul, do you want to steal or share the money?
Share.
Why?
Because I think that Will steal.
Are you going to steal or share?
I'll be caring and share.
2 on his behalf, if you ask me. No one has tried to steal. That means everyone gets a fair share of the £3,000. That is, of course, £600 each. Let's have a look at how that affects the final scores. So, Will be going on to play for £3,100 in the final. Let's go and deliver the good news. OK, I gave you all the chance of stealing the money for yourselves. And I can tell you that no one tried to steal.
How nice, isn't it?
And therefore, all of you have an equal share of the money. So that was your last chance to build your totals. 3 rounds are now over, and I can tell you that just one of you will be going through to the final to play for their cash. With a total of £3,100, that person is Will. Congratulations. very much. Well done, Will. You've earned the right to play in tonight's final. It will decide how much of that £3,100 you'll actually be taking home. Shocked?
Very.
OK, how are you feeling?
Apprehensive, I suppose, is the best word.
OK, Will, so far, you've accumulated £3,100. That's what's at stake. OK, I'm going to ask you 4 more questions. If you can give me 4 correct answers, you can take home all the money.
Yep.
OK? Which singer embarked on her Reinvention World Tour in 2004? The Krugerrand is a gold coin minted in which country? The 17-year-old Amir Khan won an Olympic medal in which sport in 2004? And who was the first man to travel into space? What's going through your mind?
I know 3 of them off straight away. The 4th one, torn between 2 answers.
Who are you torn between?
I'm thinking of, well, Madonna and Diana Ross. Yeah, I've got them.
OK, Will, can I take your answers, please?
Singer, I think that's Madonna. Krugerrand is South African. Amir Khan won a medal in boxing. And the first man in space was Yuri Gagarin.
Will, I can tell you that you have given me 4 correct answers. Well done. You didn't need help from anyone else, which means you keep every penny of that £3,100. Congratulations.
Thank you very much. Cheers.
Well done. Well done, Will. So, join us next time when 5 more contestants will have to beg, borrow or steal from each other to win thousands of pounds. Thanks for watching. Goodbye. After the show, our contestants are invited to watch the programme and find out what really happened.
I think it's Emmerdale. It just sounds like a
Jim
farm,
Bennett,
a farmer.
yeah.
I couldn't believe that, Leslie. You lied so much. Barefaced lying. That's what I can't understand.
Daydream Believer. It's 1967. I was only 3.
I'm quite sure is actually the Rolling Stones.
Can't believe it. Really are. How do you become like this? I said to Leslie, I said, you know, being a deceitful person, you must be one in real life to be able to do this here. Well, everyone claims that they're not, but at the end of the day, if you've got that mentality to be able to switch it like that, what says that you're not like that in real life?
I think it was Poltergeist.
How can you look at someone in the eye and do that? I don't know how you can do it. You can't just become a manipulative person overnight. You have to have practice of it.
I did think to begin with that the blonde was an act. I thought she's smart.
I thought she might be playing the part of a dumb blonde.
As the game show went on, I was just thinking more and more to myself, no, it's not an act.
She's got us all there because we all think she's completely ditzy, and she's walking in there and she's giving right answer after right answer after right answer. She's completely underhand. As it turns out, she wasn't. I apologise now for this. I thought at first that Zoe was playing like I don't really know what I'm doing, sort of blonde card.
Blonde card, so what's a blonde card? Can you explain that to me?
I was saying I thought you were being ditzy.
But what's blonde got to do with being ditzy? If you've got blonde hair and blue eyes, you know, you're easily attractive or whatever. Oh, well, you're going to have no brain. Well, no, that's not the case.
She's got quite a chip on her shoulder about it, to be quite honest.
You cannot be such a sensitive soul. Otherwise, you're just going to have disappointments throughout your life.